This nibble originally aired on RSPB Update 746, introducing Mod Sirion. Enjoy. I think we should start from the top on this and talk about the skilling offhands first, because, these were one of those RuneFest announcements from what? Was it 2017, I think, or maybe 2016?
2017, my first RuneFest.
Okay.
I was super hyped about it. We talked about it on the show, I'm pretty sure.
We talked about it a lot. We wondered where that update went. It never appeared. And, I think the reason why you and I want this one so much is because it's one of those updates that could, completely provide a new dimension to skilling, right?
It's a Timbo update.
Right,
was. That should be enough reason. But no, honestly, I don't quite remember the exact details. I just remember that I was super hyped about it. But, skilling, there is so much choice you have when you PVM. You can, maybe not as much choice as we'd like, but you can choose your gear, you can sort of choose your approach, you can choose, do I want melee or magic or whatever, what kind of set effect do I want to go for? There's so much choice and strategy, and not so much for skilling. It's like, I just put on my elite skilling outfit and spam click. And that's the extent of skilling these days, which is kind of sad. And we are seeing some changes in that. Archaeology has a bunch of stuff that could be interesting. There's, of course, the perks that you have on Invention, which weren't around at the time skilling offhands were announced. That being said, skilling offhands feel like one of these things that could have sort of introduced a level of strategy, a risk-reward or a trade-off thing that you could do, and just in general add a bit more of a dimension to skilling. So
yeah, I see the skilling offhands as a something I talk about a lot is you should get maximum reward for maximum input, and I see this as a way of not only that, like increasing your active gameplay, but increasing your active gameplay through using your ability bar, which is something that you just don't use right now in skilling most of the time. There are specific cases, there are certain things, but for the most part, I think that these skilling offhands can really add another dimension to make every skill have that active gameplay component, even the ones that don't have it already right now.
I'd be interested to see what a farming offhand would look like.
Yeah, I don't know.
Even if the effects are tiny, right, it just adds this extra little bit of interestingness.
And remember, there was a topic that you would be able to augment these with Invention.
I saw on Twitter somebody suggesting that maybe these should come from archaeology now. Like, there's so much they could do with them, or where they could come from.
I think we talked about that here, didn't we, Shane? Pretty sure.
We might have.
We did.
Okay.
We did it first.
All right. I might go back and listen to our episode on that then.
Yeah,
or at least that segment. And, it looks like he's got the original Timbo design, each of them focused around 5 different themes: sacrifice, restoration, time, elemental, and destruction. And, yes, it's good to enhance onto skilling, but I think if you could bring the invention aspect into any existing skilling game, that would also be something worth talking about.
Yeah.
So, I, for what it's worth, truly do hope this is something that is able to go forward and something that is able to happen in the 2-week stint, to the point where it is able to, get pushed through and, get the QA testing and the resources it needs to make its way into an update at some point in the future. And I hope Mod Shawnee gets it far enough, because he is leaving at the end of the month.
Yeah.
And
I agree.
If he leaves and it's not finished, it just makes it really hard for someone else to pick up on something that is, midway through its development cycle. So I really do hope that they do this, and I mean, it might be, I don't know. You guys think it should come with archaeology, or do you think beforehand would be better?
I would like to see it with archaeology. I mean, knowing about it, I think is half the battle. And we want it tied to something, right? I mean, we want it.
I think tying it to invention would be fine.
I guess. I mean, that's the other possibility. I would be fine with invention or archaeology. I don't know.
I don't think invention needs much new stuff. It already gets a bunch from archaeology itself. Well, archaeology will be completely empty, so, it might start fleshing that out right from the start already.
All right. I'm going to join Mod Shawnee's Discord server on that because, he has a specific channel in his own Discord that's set up, so we'll see where progress goes on that. You can watch full episodes of RSBNB Update right here on this YouTube channel. You can also listen to audio versions of RSBNB Update at update.rsbnb.com, and feel free to subscribe to our show and any number of podcast listeners out there at update.rsbnb.com/subscribe.